Okay, about to leave this morning from the shelter. I came in this way. I just didn't feel like last night dealing with it, so I see the privy in the distance. I'll be passing it, getting out. Come out, first place to the left. It's not my trash bag, by the way. And my spot was right here. Right there. A little slow, but it was soft, so it's okay. So I'm on my way. And it's about 7:20. I'm sleeping a little later now because I've just been tired fighting those pointed rocks. I'm going to chant something. I'm going to see if I can go at least 3 more nights. It would be the most I've ever done, I think. And I'll see if I can stretch my 5 days of food into 7. By the way, as you came in where I showed, I was the first one on the left. If you go to the right over the small bridge, that's where the shelter was. I was wiped out after 18.5 miles yesterday of just rocks. The pointed rocks. Now I got boulders scrambling. I got to do New York and all. I seen that. Birdman sent me information and pictures. Got my work cut out for that, but supposedly this is the end of all the pointed rocks. Well, for that stretch. There'd be more along the way, but the consistent nature of what I had to deal with. Anyway, I'm on my way out. When I get up here to the end of this, I'll be turning right and heading on northeast to New York. I think about 28 miles away. Later. Mile 1341.7. Came from there. Didn't have to climb it. There was no fence there. And I haven't seen this in a while. Of course, it's going to be hot today, so mixed emotions. On the one hand, love to get out of the darkness of the forest, but it's going to be 90s. Then you're wishing you're back in it. So, rabbit. I waited till I got right up on her. It is 8:26 on the AM, of course. I don't know why I said AM. Yeah, the back gets more strained when I do this. So I've been doing it somewhat less and less. I'm trying to get the miles behind me. Last night I, already forgot the name of the shelter, High Point Shelter. Wasn't overly thrilled with it. There are a lot of people there, a lot of kids, and that's fine, and I didn't mind that. But there again, I'm not fond of being down in those areas like that, rather going up and out a bit. And I did see a couple of places I wish I'd gone to, but the good thing is there's a lot of bear activity supposedly in the area, so at least I didn't have to be concerned about that. With the noise there, it kind of keep them away, and having a bear box there was good. I had even considered keeping it in a tent with me since there's so much noise there, but oh well. I'll put it in the barrel box anyway. I'm gonna stretch this thing out. I've made a decision to add 60 some miles to this than my original number. So this is gonna be interesting. I've done 3 nights and I'm gonna add 3 more nights. I'm not worried about the food too much, those kind of things, just the electronics. I kind of overdid it thinking that I'd be out 4 nights. I was thinking I'd be out 4 nights. So I kind of overdid it the first couple of days. Electronics just kind of took things for granted. There's water in there or something. So now I'm going to have to be very careful because I want to keep things charged up. We're looking forward to going to secret shelter in a little while. I think it's about 3 more miles. That's owned by a former Pt1 hiker, and not really known to the public, but known to hikers. And he's got a spigot outside that he allows people to use that shelter for the water. It's always good and you don't have to filter. It is. So that's going to be nice. And I think I have to get quite a bit of water. I believe I have to look at it again. But I usually do anyway, because I just like to keep going and not necessarily keep stopping to filter water or put the chemical in it. Supposed to be, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, pretty sizable boardwalk we'll be walking on, of course, boardwalk walking on. So probably get some video of that, I'm sure I will. There again, I got to be careful, probably do a lot less Facebook Live because that really drains it. And so anyway, that's it. I'm just gonna, there we go. It's just nice to be out here in the open. And it's not too hot yet anyway. All right, back in the forest I go. Later. 1342.2, I came from that way. And this opened up here, of course. Been in fields for about a half mile. Feet been getting a little wet. I see some of the mud. A little frustrating because it hadn't rained in a couple of days, and here we go with his feet being wet again. Great to be out in the open. It's not too hot yet. Get so tired of being in those dark forests. But actually, supposedly, the last couple of days, because it's been hot up here, it's pretty much saved me. So that's great. I'm glad they got these boards here. New Jersey. About 25 miles to go in Jersey. There is going to be a section of park that's going to cross into New York. And I might do something there, video. And then it comes back in. So I don't really count being in New York for good until I'm in it for good, because it comes back into Jersey and stays in Jersey until that final spot where we leave it. So that's the mileage I'm counting is when I leave Jersey for good and I'm in New York till it's the next date. I'll probably put the pack down and rest my back when I get back into the woods. So I can probably record this till I get in there. And then send this, perhaps, if it allows me. Send it in to Facebook. Yep, stretching it another 60 miles than what I previously thought. So I'm going to be very careful with my electronics. The food I can ration out, because I always do what I call 5-day supply, really 5 nights supply, which is pretty heavy, but I get a chance to see if I can stretch it. Yeah. Oh, there's that monument way back there. Alrighty. Welcome to the town of Greenville. Boy, that's actually Greenville, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina was my 2 favorite places. I'm biased because I was born and reared down there. Alrighty, here's my left turn. I think that's all for this video. Now, not too far after the secret shelter this begins, it's been going on for about 1/10 or 2/10 of a mile. Boardwalk is great because you can see how bad it would be if it wasn't here. Beautiful vegetation, and I'm glad I'm above it right now. Well, these shoes do great on the boards. It did. It is pretty vegetation. It was a little bit slick back there at the beginning of it. So kind of watch that. Don't take it for granted. Sometimes you're just looking around and, yeah. I caught myself with my poles, so I've got to watch it now as I walk. Yeah, this is, probably about 2 or 3/10 of a mile from the secret shelter north of it. What a privilege it was to meet with Jim, 1989 thru hiker. What a great service he has given to all of us. Like Donald said earlier on, when he was watching live, he said he's paying it forward, and that's true. I mean, so, man, I wish I'd done a little more study on that. That's where I'd have been. He showed me around. I didn't really put it on. I just spent time talking with him. But, oh boy. It kind of threw me off there. he showed me around. That's a great place. Very clean. Gosh, you guys will like that so much. I stayed in that I wasn't too fond of the High Point shelter personally, but there again, I'm biased against being down in there like that, and the woods and the mosquitoes, and just hated it. Well, that's it. This hurts my back, of course, so I need to get it off. It may do some more a little later. I'm not sure if it will, but that was nice. Near a road, apparently. Later. Mile 1346. Surprise, surprise. Look at these houses. I mean, their backyard's the AT. Nice. So great to see something like this. How about that? So I'm about a mile or less away from a town called Unionville. So I'm sure that's all part of it. All right. Just wanted to get that in. Probably maybe something up ahead too. Later. Okay. Here's some more houses. Just went up a hill and back down. I can hear vehicles in the background. So, there's nice houses back here too. On Godhook it says Unionville's a good place to stop and get refreshed. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that or continue to put the miles behind me. I think they even let you stay in a park in Unionville. If it was later in the day, I would do it. But it's 11:02. Right through there. How about that? So I'm guessing this is Unionville. There must be a waterfall on the other side of that. Hey man, is the trail that way?
What's that?
Is that northbound that way?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I would have liked to have gone in there. That would have been a nice little visit. But I'm 2 months behind on my hike. Yeah, that would have been a nice little place in there. I'm going to stop here for a rest though. Later. Well, 1347, I came from over there. Look at this. I'm like in the north side of New Jersey. Now I like the south pretty good too, the ridges, but dealing with all the rocks, just like an extension of Pennsylvania. But New Jersey's been so pretty. I wanted to get this house here. Wouldn't this be the place? I mean, wow. Just what a place to live. And the way that house is set up. Alrighty. Since I know the mileage, I'll be able to know what road this is for future reference. Awesome. Alright, just wanted to get that back in the dark. 1347.8. Just came from this way. New Jersey just keeps making me have to slow down and video. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. So I get to walk through this pasture with the bales of hay rolled up, beautiful grass, and then I get to see these mountains, the farmhouses. Northern Jersey, New Jersey, you got it going on, man. This is so nice. And on one hand, I wish too that it wasn't like this, so I could just speed on and go. Like I said, I'm 2 months behind. I got to get up there. But man, what a great place. I think I was way back that way. I see. Yeah. It's a hot day, and in a little bit I'm going to be going through a wildlife refuge area. It's going to be 2 miles. It's going to be exposed to the sun, so it'll be a little warm, and I'm sure I got to get a lot of video. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. So, great day. It just. All right, I'm going to have to stop now. Get some miles.